Hello and welcome to PondHub with Tim. This week I'm talking about my top 5 reasons for having a pond. This is the first in my new series of videos for a new pond playlist. I'll be taking you through all of the stages of thinking about why have a pond, planning a pond, building a pond, and planting a pond. So you will have a detailed step-by-step guide to creating a new pond in your garden. I thought I'd start the new pond playlist by getting right down to the very basics and thinking about why should one have a pond in the first place. Well, I've come up with my top 5 reasons for creating and running a pond in your garden. The first of these is wildlife. Ponds are absolutely fantastic for wildlife. I've heard it said that the first inch of standing water that you add to your garden increases your biodiversity no end. There are all kinds of creatures that live in ponds, that use ponds, that visit ponds. Ponds are excellent for biodiversity, for creating habitats, and for supporting animals, insects, and plants. So, yep, wildlife is my number 1 reason for having a pond. In particular for me, when I think about wildlife, I'm thinking about some of the creatures who have suffered terribly in recent years as they have lost habitats. Yes, of course, I'm talking about the amphibians. I'm talking about our toads, our newts, and our frogs. Natural ponds have been destroyed at an alarming rate over the past few decades. And by creating ponds and creating spaces for these creatures to breed, we are doing our bit to help these animals thrive. When it comes to wildlife, it's not just the animals that live in the ponds or breed in the ponds, but all kinds of other animals that will drink from them. So the ordinary insects in the garden, hedgehogs, mice, even in the PondHub ponds, we get deer coming into the garden to drink. So hugely beneficial to wildlife in all kinds of ways. Related to the idea of supporting wildlife is the fact that if you add a pond as a gardener, you are creating an entirely new range of plant possibilities and choices for your garden. Aquatic plants that thrive in the ponds and marginal plants that survive at the edges of the ponds. There are some fantastic and beautiful plants which need water to thrive. By adding a pond, you are increasing the range of plants that are available to you as a gardener. So it's good for animals and insects, it's good for plants. Well, ponds are also good for us. Being outside by itself, being outside doing gardening, being in nature, has been shown to have an amazingly good effect on people's mood and stress and depression. But in particular, being by water helps to promote tranquility and calm. It's called Blue Mind, and studies have demonstrated that people find being by water relaxing, calming, and soothing. So as a place to de-stress and unwind, your pond can have a great impact upon your mental health and well-being. For me, one of the best reasons for having a pond is that they are beautiful. It's an opportunity to create something which is absolutely gorgeous and stunning. Water features, ponds in all their varieties, are an opportunity to be creative and to make something that you can step back from, look at, and just enjoy for the pure, sheer beauty of it. So, yep, beauty wins. It's on my top 5 list. And number 5, the last one to make it onto my list, is the great educational opportunities that ponds offer to children and grandchildren. For myself, I fell in love with ponds as a little boy at 9 years old, and ponds represent an ideal space to teach kids about nature, about wildlife, about the excitement and joy and pleasure that can be got from looking at and learning about animals and creatures and insects in their own garden. There's an immense excitement just from watching tadpoles turn into frogs that will fascinate children, I guarantee you. So there we are. Those are my top 5 reasons for having a pond. But what about yours? Why do you want a pond? I'd love to hear about it. Next week in the New Pond playlist, I'll be talking you through all the stages of planning a pond.